if Minions 2 characters were actually charged for their crimes. Gru can't stand crowds. He clears a movie theatre with a fart bomb. Nope, that's not a saying. It's an actual bomb that emits disgusting farts. While this bomb clears the theatre, it also causes harm to the audience. Gru uses a gun that shoots cheese at a crowd.
Cheese race! Cheese race! Cheese race!
While not the worst weapon he could have fired, he still assaults every customer inside. He also intimidates the man selling ice cream, making this a robbery. Gru tries to prove his villainy by swiping the Zodiac Stone. That's a bold move, even if he is the third person to do this. Gru helps out Wild Knuckles with a bank robbery.
No, the other way! The other way!
That's some classic villainy, but also a big crime for this small kid. The three lead minions get rather aggressive with an interrogation. The minion Otto endures much of their assault. It's a good thing the baseball wasn't used in this scene. The minions impersonate airline pilots. That's already a crime, but it gets worse. They're reckless pilots. Nobody got hurt, but wow, these guys get into trouble. Wild Knuckles ventures into a hidden temple. Since the temple security doesn't want him to be there, this is trespassing. The slide with a spike trap should have been a dead giveaway that he is not welcome. Wild Knuckles manages to make it into the room with the Zodiac Stone. Getting the stone requires him to battle these metallic workers. It's hard to say if this is murder. It's undoubtedly vandalism though. Knuckles succeeds in swiping the stone. Well, he has had to battle a few more guards before getting away with it. He still manages to pull off this dangerous heist. Since the stone has great magical power, this counts as grand larceny.
What a mouth on you! I'm paying you with knowledge!
Knuckles proves how tough he is to his men. He does so by beating one of them up. So, you know, assault? When Knuckles realizes Gru has the stone, he gets angry. This leads to him dangling Gru out of the window. The little guy almost fell to his death with this tactic. Knuckles' next plan to try and get the stone is to use Gru as ransom.
Listen, you. Bring the stone to me in San Francisco, or you are never gonna see your little boss again.
That's pretty extreme, but, well, this guy is a villain. Knuckles sets up a death trap for Gru. If his minions do not hand over the stone, Gru will be cut in half. And he has to listen to disco as he dies. Now that's evil. Knuckles works with Gru to swipe from a vault. It's a great moment of bonding. It's also a major crime for this master of capers.
I am a master of the ancient Shaolin art of Kung Fu.
Chao's introduction of violence feels warranted for defense. Her slapping of the minions, however, feels less so. There's a violation of somebody's body, considering she uses a customer as a weapon. But that is, for sure, assault. Chow's training involves whacking minions with a stick. A tad extreme for these wee guys. Jean-Claude cuts the rope holding Wild Knuckles. He could have killed this old man. That's attempted murder for sure. To find Gru, Jean-Claude busts open the roof of Gru's home. This counts as both property damage and also breaking and entering. That's some pretty big crimes for this villain with pretty big claws. Jean then interrogates one of the minions with his claws. He could have done much worse with those things. Still, throwing these little guys to the floor is not a good look. Jean contributes a lot of damage to the destruction of Knuckles' home. He might even be doing the most damage with his mighty claws. Jean shares the crime of bringing terror to the streets. At least his claw theme is more fitting now. Sven transforms into a tiger during the climax. He gets to wreak havoc on the city streets as a beast. He joins in the terrorist attack with his villainous cohorts. To stop Gru, Stronghold smashes a car and uses it as a weapon. Those strong fists lead to a strong case of property damage. It also leads him to indirectly assaulting Nunchuck. Stronghold makes a strong assault on Wild Knuckles' not so strong house. Stronghold gets even stronger. He transforms into a giant animal. This leads him to going on the same terrorist attack as his group. Nunchuck attacks Gru with a, nunchuck. While she misses, that still counts as assault with a deadly weapon. Not a very Christian thing to do. Nunchuck gets revenge on Gru's mum by tying her up. That's extreme for a woman who threw toilet paper at her. Nunchuck becomes extra vicious as a giant snake. She's all in with her villain group and their terrorist plot. Bell-Bottom zooms into the film first on her motorcycle. She speeds through traffic, no doubt breaking some speed limits. She's also fleeing from the cops, so she's got her villain game working early. Bell-Bottom soon reveals why she was being pursued. She stole a map for the Zodiac Stone. It's just one theft leading to another robbery. That's true villainy.
I got it! I got the stone!
Party's over, old man.
The disco villain soon reveals her plans. She's committing a double cross. While that part isn't really against the law, her stealing the stone counts as a charge. Bell-Bottom announces her evil plans.
This bad boy's power is gonna be unleashed.
Her broadcast makes it easier to charge her with a crime. That crime being conspiracy to commit a federal crime.
Time to strike!
Bell-Bottom leads a destructive operation on Wild Knuckles' home. That's some major damage and a major crime. Bell finally catches up with Gru. She quickly captures him with a chain. While not the worst she could do with this pint-sized villain, this is still a case of assault. Bell and her crew transform into giant animals. They bring terror to the city and attack the Anti-Villain League. It's a clear case of a terrorist attack.
You stole from us, and now you're gonna pay!
Belle plans to get revenge on Gru for hindering her plans. This comes in the form of tying him to a clock-based death trap. Poor Gru can't catch a break with the villains trying to kill him. Belle gets the drop on Knuckles. She lights him on fire. While he isn't charred, he nearly dies. Also, she pretty clearly wanted to barbecue this former villain.